Hey everybody, it's me Jo from GS3 Slip Down Journey, and you will notice that I'm very barefaced again. Now the reason why I'm barefaced is because I've got some new contact lenses. I know, so while I've got some new contact lenses, I thought I'm going to try and put my face on now with, instead of wearing glasses, wearing actual contact lenses and see if it makes a difference. I know, well, it's all touch and go at the moment. Let's have a look. So first things first, let me just get my screen set up so I can see if anybody has joined us. Hold on, let's have a look. Sleep. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, I see Bella. Bella's from Alberta, and she's my new Canadian friend. She joins me with Sandy. She just loves me and my friend. But you're right, Sandy, we love you, Miss Mary. Yes, we do. Hello. Okay, so it's good to see you both today. Bella said she can't believe she made it to my first live. Okay, this is a completely impromptu one. Didn't think it was going to happen. In fact, I was supposed to be editing a video. But I've got some things that I want to show you. The first thing is I need to get my glucose monitor fitted. The next thing is that I've got some contact lenses to fit. And I've just realised I've touched Miss Mary. So let's have a look. Thankfully, I've got some alcohol wipes here so I can sterilise my fingers. Okay, so I think the first things first, let me put on the contact lenses. For those of you that have only recently met me, Sandy, I know you've been following my journey for some time, and Bella has just started. She started on video 1. Hold on, Bella, before we continue, from video 1, check out these jeans. Check out these jeans. I just got these jeans from Temu. They were 2XL. I know. So, yes, Miss Mary, she's staggered by it as well. I see the Savage Vloggers here. How you doing, Savage? How you doing? How are things in Gotham City? Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to put on my contact lenses. Let's have a look. So I've got a mirror here. And let me show you the ones that I got. So I've not actually worn contact lenses, oh my goodness, since early 2020. And then of course, as you know, I became unwell, didn't I? Thanks, Sandy. Hi, Sana, how are you today? Lovely to see you, Sana. So, as you know, I got COVID, didn't I, in September 2020. And then my health very quickly started to just unfurl. It came like a staggering whirlwind of crazy chronic conditions. And one of the things that they suspected I had was Sjogren's disease, because Sjogren's makes your mouth super dry, or your airways super dry, your eyes super dry. And of course, when my eyes were super dry, I couldn't put my contact lenses in. In fact, what would happen is I'd put my contact lens in and it would literally break up in my eye. So I'd have like 3 or 4 pieces, and then I'd have to go to the opticians to get it removed. So I'm going to put my contact lenses in today, the ones that I've bought, I think I got from Vision Direct, because that was it. On the behind the scenes live that we did on Saturday, I found an old pair of contact lenses. Now, we all know if a product is expired, we should not even consider using them. We know this. We know, yes, we know this. Those contact lenses had expired in 2023. But I was trying them. I was going to try them. I'd got all my, you know, the thing that you put on to sterilise your contact lenses, and they were the disposable ones. So I sterilised them as well, and I put them in, and I felt fantastic. I felt like me again. Because don't get me wrong, I love my glasses, and I've got about 6 or 7 different pairs of glasses. But I love contact lenses. So let me, oh, before I continue, I can see that the chat's gone crazy. Let's have a look. Eugenia's asking, play knife by you French. Right, I don't play anything, my lovely. I don't know whether that means that you're thinking that I'm a gaming channel or if it's a music channel. I, of course, sing. I sing, but I only sing stuff up to like 2005. I'm 50 this year. I haven't got the mental capacity to be taking on new song lyrics. Just putting it out there. Folks, if you're enjoying the live, double tap the screen so that I can see that you've liked it. I can see that there's 14 of you on. 14 of you on. I've got 3 likes. And now I can see Anfield Road Lee's in the house. So Lee, I know you're going to like it. If you could double tap the screen for me. I can see Nikki's in the house. Nikki, I've got a fellow Canadian in the group, in the chat today. Nikki from Miss Laugh-A-Lot. Meet Bella. Nikki, whereabouts are you from? Bella's from Alberta. So Miss Laugh-A-Lot saying, good morning, Joe, Miss Mary and chat. It's lovely to see you both. It's lovely to see you both. It's lovely to see Sana Samira. Let's have a look. Lee said Lee. So Lee, it's lovely to see you too. How are you getting on with the build? Lee is working on a new build in his loft. He's got some new trains, working on those right now. Okay, let me talk to you about my contact lenses. I have terrible sight. And I've got astigmatism in one eye, this eye. So I have, oh my goodness, we've got an Alberta matchup. And of course, Sandy knows Miss Laugh-A-Lot because Sandy is part of the Keto Carnival crowd. I love it. I love it. It's lovely to see you, Sandy. And it was great to see you yesterday on Thomas's live Target Prime Rib, where you encouraged me to read one of my stories. And you know what? I think I've got about 3 or 4 new subscribers from that. So thank you very much. Okay, let me talk to you about my contact lenses. This eye right here, it's shaped like an egg. And I know you can't see it right now. You can't see it, look. But it's shaped like an egg. I've got, do they call it astigmatism? I've got astigmatism in my left eye. So my left eye vision is worse than my right eye vision anyway. So I've ordered some of these AccuView Oasis Max. Now these are an upgrade from the ones that I used to use, because I don't think these ones were available. These ones have got even more fluid for better comfort, and it says UV blocking, which is good because that means that I don't necessarily need to wear sunglasses when I go out, because of course I'll be going out a lot more once it gets springtime sunny again. I was thinking about going out for a walk today, but of course I remembered I'm going out on Saturday. So I'm going out to my friend's birthday party, but it's a surprise party. So I can't mention anything else right now, because otherwise that person could be watching and I could reveal too much. Okay, did you see that? Did you see that? I don't know if you saw that. It's because my mirror's here. Did you see that? Let me know if you saw that. Look, I can't see now because I've got vision in this eye and no vision on this eye. So let me do that. Did you see me putting that in? I can see that Anfield sent Mary cat treats. Right, yes, Miss Mary, we've got cat treats coming. So far, we've got cat treats coming from, hold on, let me look, Sandy. So we've got to sing Sandy's song for this one. The evening breeze embrace the trees tenderly. Those trembling trees embrace the breeze tenderly, as you and I came wandering on by and lost in a sigh. We She's not sure about those ones, Sandy. So I'm going to go, because I can see now that Lee has sent some. So Lee, from Anfield Road Loft, layout in the loft, we're singing his song now. When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. Are you licking the bowl instead? At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver strings of love. Right, so she's got some treats. I am still trying to put my contact lenses in. One's in, one's not, so I look like a pirate at the moment. So the other thing I've got to do is wipe my fingers again, because I can't put contact lenses in with fingers that have had cat treats on them, can I? Thank you, Miss Laugh A Lot. Have I got a song for you? I'm sure my song for you is sing hallelujah, come on, get happy, get ready for the judgment day. Right, let me put this other contact lens in. So, whereas this one was minus 3.75, this one for my right eye, which is shaped like a normal eye and not like an egg, is minus 3.5. So that's the prescription strength on this one. Okay, so let me put this on. And we had a little bit of splashback. Did you see the splashback? Let me know if you saw the splashback. Okay, so if you don't know how to put contact lenses in, it's very simple, but the thing you have to make sure you do correctly is have the lens in the right shape. So think of it as a bowl. If it's the right way, it looks like a bowl. If it's the wrong way, hold on, let me turn it the wrong way. Then the sides kick out and it looks like a pasta dish. Do you see? I'm not sure if you see. Okay, let me put it back in the fluid so I can turn it back round. So that makes the putting your contact lenses in so much easier if you've got it so it looks like a bowl. Okay, so can you see me do this? Just lightly place it on your eye. It does take some getting used to. So first things first, contact lenses are done. Let's have a look now. I like to share the stream. Thank you very much, Savage. Thank you, Stevie Robbie. Good to meet you, Stevie. Stevie, now you've got me thinking of Stevie Wonder. Very superstitious, writings on the wall. Very superstitious. Then it's bad to fall. Do you know, right, can I tell you a little story? Before I do anything else, can I tell you a little story? My nephew is 32 next month. I know. And he was born when I was 18, so you can see already that I'm 50 this year. When I was 18, I was a mad fan of all, like, gangster rap, like Snoop, and anyone from the Dog Pound. But I also love Coolio. So my lullaby for Lewis, yes, Lewis, I'm talking about you. If Lewis is on, I'm talking about you, Lewis. My bedtime lullaby for Lewis was, but as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's much left. Because I've been blessed and blessed so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. Been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. And of course that's a Stevie Wonder one, isn't it? Was it, I can't remember the name of the lyrics now. The lyrics have lost me. Because I'm just thinking about Lord Grant, the Earl of Campbell. It's the power of love. It's lovely to see you, Grant. It's lovely to see you. Right, so what's Stevie saying? Stevie Robbo has said, I've always wondered how you put contacts in. I wear glasses but don't think I could wear contacts. Right, what you've got to get used to doing, Stevie, is you've got to get used to being able to touch your eyes. Okay, so if you first do it where you do it like that, can you see? If you do it where you first do it like that, keep getting used to touching your, because there's not actually a huge, I don't think there's a huge amount of nerve endings here. It's more about the dread of touching your eyes. I'm saying about nerve endings. I don't particularly feel that it when I put it there. You just feel it. You don't have like a painful sensation. So when you're putting them in, if you open your eyes like that, you've got it on your fingertip, and you just do that, and then it just sort of like clicks on. The way to take them off, there's two ways. And I'm not going to take them off now because obviously I've just put them in. You know, money's too tight to mention. Money's too tight to mention. Who sang that one? Money, 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 money. I can't remember now. Right. The way you take that, there's two ways. You can either literally just grip them from where they are on the, you know, like do that pinching motion, and it pinches off and pulls out. The other way, and this is the much kinder way to you if you're still new to doing them, is you pull it down down to about here, and then pull it off the eyelid. It makes it so easy. Miss Mary's nabbed my chair. Can you see Miss Mary's in her coat? This is the coat that you all bought her from the super chats that you've been sending, together with the cat treats. So she's got her coat on. Now, this morning, she was crying for me she was. And it turned out that she'd peed herself downstairs. She's getting old. She is getting old, bless her. She'd peed herself. But then she'd peed in the living room. But then the worst thing was, she'd stepped in it, so her tail was covered in pee. Her feet were covered in pee. And she just didn't know what to do, so she was crying for me to come and get her. So I got her, took her to the bathroom, tried to clean her up, and then brought her into my bed. So, of course, I'm going to need to change the bedding, because the bed might in fact smell of cat pee. I do not know. I'm a single woman. No one's mentioned before that my bed smells of cat pee. Okay then, so I need to put on, right, let's have it. So Greta said, greetings to you, sweet Jane. Stevie Robbo says, you would like Ren. He is great, new up and coming star. Right, tell me more about Ren, Stevie. Let me know if it's someone that I should follow. Even feel free to share the link if you like. Miss Laughalot says that it would freak her out. Putting the contact lenses in, it does seem freaky. That's why you've got to get used to doing this first. You know, if you go to the opticians, they normally don't let you out of the opticians until you've been able to put in a pair of contact lenses and take them out. And when that happened with me, I was in there for about 45 minutes, and then they sent me home and said, you're going to have to come back another time, because it was just freaking me out. You're right, Sandy. It's when you just do it that way, it's not as bad as what you think it is. It's the idea of it. Maria's asking, is it a contact lenses tutorial? Technically no, but it kind of jumped into one. Right, right. Maria, you are new here, so you aren't aware of just how chaotic these lives tends to be. I come on with the idea of doing one thing, before you know it, it becomes crazy. But with that said, there's always singing going on, and that's what we're doing today. We're singing, we're laughing. Maria's saying your hair is so nice. Thank you, Maria. Maria, because you've said that, I'm going to sing a song for you. Maria, Miss Mary is singing too. She loves it. She loves it. Sing it, Maria. We've been blessed. Miss Mary sang for you, Maria. So you could definitely, you're definitely part of the crew now. Miss Mary, she only sings, she'll sing for Purple Bellflower. She She already knows. She's like ready for Purple Bellflower. You were singing for Purple Bellflower, weren't you? Sometimes she sings for Mel B. Don't you, Miss Mary? Sometimes when we do the when I... She's not sure. When I had you. So she was singing for the MLB. She always sings for Purple Bellflower. Deborah asks, are contact lenses expensive? It depends. So, hold on, let me show you my box here. It truly does depend. And I'm in the UK, remember. So I got these from Vision Direct. I'm not getting paid by Vision Direct, so it's not a paid presentation or anything like that. Before, I used to get 30 lenses every 3 months. So that was, and what they do is they said, because I've got 2 different prescriptions, because this eye has got astigmatism, it's shaped like an egg, I have to 2 separate prescriptions. If I only had one, then this 30 box of the Oasis Max, I think they were about £32. So you could choose to wear, if I just had the one prescription, I've got 15 days worth of contact lenses for 3 months or a month, however you want to do it. So because I've now got the 3.75 and 3.5, minus 3.5, minus 3.75, I've gone and bought 30 of each. And these then cost me £64, and I think that included free delivery. And these should last me, because as I say, I love my glasses. I'm always in my glasses. But you know, on those occasions where, let's say I'm going to be doing a live with makeup, I'm doing makeup in a minute. I'm going to do something. I promise I was going to do something. I'm going to do a makeup tutorial, or not a tutorial, I'm just going to put makeup on and see if it's easier now that I'm using my contact lenses. Because if anyone's seen me put makeup on before, you see that I take my glasses off, I cannot see what I'm looking for, I cannot see what I'm doing, and then I'm trying to do the makeup like that. My vision is really poor. So let's have a look. So you see, Miss Maria is one of us now. You're right, she's been blessed by Miss Mary. It's lovely to meet you too, Deborah Monks. Let's have a look. We've got Shay. Shay's in the chat. Hey, how are you? Hi, Miss Mary. Miss Mary, Shay's in the chat. It's Storm. Yes, Storm's here from the Marvel X-Men franchise. That's how we know Shay. Shay looks like she should be in the Marvel franchise as the fabulous character Storm. So, that first thing to first, I've got my contact lenses in. The next thing I'm going to do, I've just touched my eyes again, my cat again. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my hands, my fingers, and I'm going to fit on the glucose monitor. So you know that I've used Symbionic's Continuous Ketones Monitor, because like Miss Laugh-A-Lot and like Sandy, I tend to eat high protein from meat and meat and fish, and you know, low carbohydrates. And the reason why I do that is because complex carbs really mess me up. Complex carbs set off my irritable bowel syndrome, something terrible. And together with all the other issues that I've got, no one wants to be sat in the toilet for 2 days, which is kind of what happened to me. Stevie Roberts in Liverpool. Stevie, are you a LFC fan or are you an Everton fan? Because it depends if I'm going to sing you a song. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is when you put on a continuous glucose monitor, and our good friend Nikki from Miss Laugh-A-Lot will be able to help me with this. She will know that you're supposed to, because you're type 1, aren't you? Right, so Stevie Robert is Liverpool. So I could sing the same song that I sing to Lee. When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high, And don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and a sweet silver. So he's enjoying it. Okay, if you were in Everton, I'd have to sing, so very cross some mercy. Okay, but no, let me put this on because I've been supposed to be putting this on for ages. In fact, I'm going to do this as an advert. So, is my hair all right? Are my girls in? My girls are in. My belly's tucked in. Right, hold on, let me do this again. So, advert. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fit the Sibionics Continuous Glucose Monitor. You'll know the Sibionics brand already because I've used the Sibio GS3 Continuous Ketones Monitor. But I'm not monitoring my ketones today. Excuse me, Miss Mary. I'm not monitoring my ketones today. I want to measure my glucose because although I am, and George Goodenough will tell me that I'm a hypercarnivore, which means that at least 75% of my daily menu, the choices that I make, are meat-based. He tells me I'm a hypercarnivore because mine are like 90%. But my keto levels were really low. And so, also, I suffer with flare-ups. I keep getting fibromyalgia flare-ups. And so, what I'm doing now is I'm going to see if the Sibionics GS3, hold on, let me hold it up to you there, look. The Sibionics GS3, the continuous glucose monitor, will actually show me what's going on with the glucose in my system. So, can you see inside there is the monitor? Can you see, if I hold it like that, can you see the needle? That needle's about 4 millimeters long. Shouldn't hurt at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it now to the back of my arm. Right, I can't do it that way. I struggle with my dexterity. So I'm going to try and do it this way. And what I do is while I'm talking, let me sing. I will sing a song for thee, Mel B. When I had you, I treated you bad. Miss Mel B, Miss Mary was singing to you not a moment ago. You were singing for Mel B earlier on, and now she's here. You need to sing for Miss Mel B. When This cat is dumbfounded, bless her. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on to your loving who. Right, so we will sing again for you, Mel B. When Miss Mary stopped looking outside the window. She's seen something out the window. But meanwhile, did you see I cheekily pressed the button to release the monitor, and that sticks. Now, Calamity Jane, she gives us a great tip. She said if you can get there's an extra piece of kit, something like, I don't know what it's called, Miss Laughlot, you'll be able to help me. It's an extra bit of adhesion, and like an adhesive strip, to make sure that you don't catch this. Because one of the things I do, whilst I'm still suffering with my dexterity, and again we know the girls, whenever I'm trying to remove my bra, the bra straps scratch down me, and sometimes they dislodge the monitors that I'm wearing. If I had the adhesive, the adhesive thing that you can wear over it, because if you look, it does come with the adhesive strip already. So maybe this is a new part of the feature. Maybe I don't need an additional strip. So we'll keep an eye out. But this should last me for 14 days and monitor the glucose levels. Okay then, so let's have a look who's in the chat. I could see, pay the cost to be the boss. Let's have a look. We can see the Mel B is here. Morning, dear Joe, and good morning, chat. She says, "Lovely to see you, Mel B." I'm going to be doing makeup today. I'm going to be doing makeup. I will talk about the Sibionics GS3 while I'm doing my makeup. Who knows? This is a medical device. So what I try to do is I try and put this in the same refuse that I would put like batteries and things. But it's not got the needle in there now. When I remove the actual monitor, I put the monitor in a sharp bin because of course it's got the needle attachment on there. Okay then, so let me have a look. I've put on my contact lenses and I've put on the monitor. We are good to go. Let's have a look. Oh, hold on. Miss Melby said that I look cute. So, before I do anything else, I want to show Melby these jeans. Check out these jeans, Melby. These are a 2XL. Hold on. A 2XL. Now, remember, I before I started my journey, I was in a size 32. My jumpsuits that you see me loving were a size 24. I think the first ones that you saw me were a size 26. These are not even a 20, they're a 2XL. Now, it could be because they've got some elastane in it. I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna put it out there. Could be because they've got elastane in it. But look! It doesn't look that bad, does it? Alright then, so what am I planning on doing today? Let's have a look. Before I do what I'm doing today, let's have a look what's going on in the chat. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Sandy's saying that we love you, Joe. You are such a delight. Honestly, Sandy, I adore you. I love the fact that we met a few months ago on Target Prime Ribs Live. Can you remember when Cosmo the dog, when he was dog sitting Cosmo for his sister? That's where we first met. Tracy Dee-Dee's here. Tracy Dee-Dee, my next door neighbour. She's beautiful. Right, Tracy Dee-Dee is going to help me with the Mitchway 6-in-1 cavitation machine. But we're still working on the research on that one, aren't we? So we're working on the research. Ultimately, the plan is going to be, I mean, I've just moved that now, look. Have I got it back to how it was? Can you see Wing Watch? Now, I always had one bigger. The right one was always bigger than the left one. Okay, the left one's not too bad because I take a lot of collagen, don't I? You know the collagen capsules that I make? I make them with beef gelatin and chicken gelatin because I'm cheap. You know, why spend a lot of money on something if you can make it cheaper yourself? So I just buy beef gelatin capsules, beef gelatin crystals, chicken gelatin crystals, and then gelatin capsules, and just do make them that way. So the plan's going to be to sort out this right arm first, at least to see if it gets to the same size as the left, because this is troubling for me. No, it's not troubling. What was troubling was when I was 100 pound heavier. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm going to go through the chat and then we're going to start the makeup, right? I can see Corey's here. You're all I need to get by. She's not sure she's going to sing. Could you see? She wasn't sure. I can see Dubasway is here, and I can see Shay saying happy Thursday. Lovely to see you. Hadrien, it's so lovely to see you. Right, so Stevie Robbie asks, is this for diabetics? It could be for, it's more likely for pre-diabetics. You get some great ones already. I don't know, Nikki, you know when you buy your continuous glucose monitors, is that covered by your insurers? So I know Jen, she's a type 1 diabetic, and she wears one by Medtronics. I don't know whether it's covered by her insurer or not. If Jen comes on, we'll find out. But this is for people who are pre-diabetic, or because I'm technically pre-diabetic. I've been following my keto low carb lifestyle for 12 years now. And then when in 2023 I was doing 1 meal a day, which was just the carb, it was very carb heavy, and yet still I was very, very unwell. And then I found out I was pre-diabetic, and I'm like, how am I pre-diabetic? We've already talked about the fact that my plate is made up of 90% animal protein. So how am I pre-diabetic? So it turns out I was, and it's likely because my body was in so much distress that all of it all, I was, what was it? Right, if carnivore muscle turns up, he'll tell us more about gluconeogenesis. Okay, but until then, let's have a look. So yes, technically it could be for diabetics. I've got to wait an hour for the, oh, Joe, you idiot. I've got to wait an hour no, I've got to set up the app and then wait an hour for the app to catch the monitor, and then I'll be able to record the progress. But do you know where the app would be loaded onto? My mobile phone. And I'm using my mobile phone right now for this live. So instead, let's get straight to the makeup. And let's see if my makeup becomes easier to do now that I have got contact lenses in. Okay, remember I'm also fighting a fibromyalgia flare-up. So as I'm fighting that, hold on. As I'm fighting that, my dexterity is always a little bit poor. Which could explain why I'm struggling to tie this scarf. Hold on. Right, intermission. You're all. If Callie's here, I'm going to need my if Callie from Calisthenics Life NYC comes in, I'm going to need my inhaler, because that Alicia Keys song that we sing, that might finish me off today. Right, Narina 5 Gaming has said MJ might mean Manjaro, or might mean pretty young things, repeat after me, we sing na 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 na. Okay then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you me putting my my makeup on now, and I am going for a K-beauty look. What's a K-beauty look? Well, I'm going to go with the K-drama of the K-beauty look rather than K-pop, because remember, I turned 50 this year. And if you've been watching a show called Perfect Glow, you will know more about the fantastic K makeup. And it's all primarily to do with skincare, but then the naturals, to look natural. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to find my primer, and I cannot find my primer anywhere. Isn't that typical? I've got, okay, I can't find the primer, but what I have found is a memory card. So note to self, you have a memory card. Okay, so what I try and do is I normally start with primer. What I also do is I start with a jojoba oil. Now, you know I'm a fan of aromatherapy and essential oils. So with aroma oil, this oil is so similar to the skin's natural sebum. It's great for men who've got their beards. So if men have got beards and they want a good beard oil, they can just buy a jojoba oil. I think this cost me like $6.99, and you can get it from Amazon as well. I get it from the stores that sell, you know, black hair care products. Okay, so you massage that in. The other key thing with Korean skincare is it's making sure that the skin is viable first. So things like doing the lymphatic drainage to make sure your eyes don't look so puffy. Okay, so bear with. I'm doing this now. I've also got one of these. I cannot remember the name of this. I've had a sudden, just a brain fog. So if someone could tell us what this is. It's the little jade implement. My friend bought me this one. Someone's saying, oh, 717 says my skin looks soft. Thank you. It is. It's soft. Right. There's a secret. There's a secret to many of us with melanin in our skin. Many of us with melanin in our skin, we have more of a combination or oily skin. So even this, even the jojoba, which is really good for all skin types, but because it's about balancing what your skin should be. But for those of us with melanin in our skin, we tend to have a lot of oil in our skin, especially in the T-zones. So the T-zones are here and here. So we need to balance it. But the other thing we need to do in order to get... JC said she's late. Don't worry, JC, I didn't announce I was going to be on. So I've just gone on. So one of the big things, in fact, JC, whilst I'm chatting, will you explain if type 1 diabetics and type 2 diabetics, do you get your continuous glucose monitors covered with your medical insurance? Okay, but so what I do is I use my fingers first, because if you can see, I have these bags under my eyes. But these aren't bags. This is fluid retention because of the lymphatic drainage. So if to get really into the bags, so at first I start down on my cheeks and I massage away at my cheeks to get it down. But then when I go into my into the bags, I use the fourth finger and I do that. Put some pressure on. Just there, and this should help with the drainage. I know, doesn't it look scary? Doesn't this look scary? Michelle's here from Michelle's Mirror. I'm talking about the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Okay, so it's for the eyes and the lymphatic drainage around the eyes. It's about doing this, and it feels amazing. It does feel amazing. Okay, if you've got if you're waking up with puffy skin, then that's when you then need to start massaging around here. Okay, so I do that. My friend bought me this for Christmas, and she assures me that if I do this, that it makes it so that the jawline becomes more pronounced. Can you see how it's just moving the skin there? So, Miss Mary has nicked my seat again. Miss Mary, please rejoin your seat. So, what I would have done now is I would have added primer. But as we mentioned, I cannot find my primer. I do not know where it is. So, I'm not going to go in with primer. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go in with my Il Makiage. Il Makiage. This is that makeup that you see a lot on TikTok, Instagram, all the social media. And it's the one where they match it to your skin type. And I tell you what, it is a really good match. The only thing that I said to them was, the one that they sent me, this is the one that they sent me. You know, if you see the adverts and they say, oh yeah, it covers all blemishes. It covers all marks. Well, as you can see, I've got these marks here. And it doesn't cover that. So they asked me for my response, and I said, I'd like to send the product back, please, because I don't think it works as I need it to. It's not covering that area. So what they did is they said, that's because it's not full coverage. How about we send you the Il Makiage full coverage, and this one is after party. So Wake Up Just Like That is my medium coverage, and after party is my full. And I'm feeling like we should party all over again because I can see Callie's in the house. In New York, concrete Right, I'm off tune. I'm off tune. I'm going to have to find that tune again because I'm so excited. Hey, Callie. I have been good, Callie. I've been good. I'm still wanting to write a story for your little girl. So if you give me the go-ahead, I'm writing a story for Liliana's children as well. If you give me the go-ahead, I'm going to write a story for your little girl. And that's for the Auntie Jo's bedtime stories. Okay, the other thing I've got is I've bought the Black Opal foundation stick. Now, this is a cream foundation. This is full coverage. This bad boy is full coverage. I'm not going to use that one today because I've not got a primer and I've just put my oil on. So instead, I'm going to use the Il Makiage products. So what I do is just on a full coverage bit, I just put a little bit on my finger. Probably put too much on there now. Just to cover this part first. And that part as well on the other side. Okay, and then I laugh with you folks. You know I've got my Fred Flintstone. I need to go and get my my moustache threaded. There's not a moustache there, but I just keep having like the 5 o'clock shadow, like I look like Fred Flintstone. So I'll cover that. So I'll cover those areas with full coverage. And then what I do is I get the medium coverage and I put a little bit on there. And I use my brush. I prefer the brush over the blenders. So I start blending. I start depositing the foundation on. And I start this way because I'm old. I know you young'uns, you start with your eyes first. But I'm old. We do coverage first. We make sure that because that's why it's called foundation. We make sure that the foundations are right. And I don't think, because of the way that we do, I'm going to be doing the K-Beauty, K-Drama look, it won't matter that I've gone with the foundation first. If you're going for a beat mug for days, you know, like those super glamorous makeup looks, where it's all about the eyes. You know, you see lots of these tutorials and it's all about the eyes. They've got fabulous eyes. They've done so much work on there. That makes sense to go in and do your eyes first because of the, you know, where the colour drops. So it would drop onto your foundation and then you've got colour all around here. And what we used to do back in the day was we'd put loose translucent powder. After we'd put our foundation on, we'd put loose translucent powder just there, because then it would you'd be able to just brush it off, and any drop off would have dropped onto the loose foundation that you've just brushed off. So that's what we used to do. Tracy, good luck at your appointment, my lovely. I will speak to you soon. Sarah's here, ain't no sunshine when she is gone. It's not warm when you're away. So Sarah's here, purple bellflower, Miss Mary, purple bellflower's here. Miss Mary, purple bellflower's here. Yeah, she is. She is. She heard your name earlier, didn't she, Nikki? She heard your name when we said purple bellflower. She was up. She wants to sing. All I wanna see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple, she's not singing now. Literally, she did the same thing to the MLB. She was singing as we were summoning you guys. She was singing at the thought that maybe it'd be coming on both of you. But now she's not singing. Let's try the MLB one. When I had you, I treated you. She's not singing. She's normally doing the fourth harmony, isn't she, MLB? But she's not singing. Right, hold on a second. Let me go and get her some good treats. Let's try her with the good treats. You know, the ones that are like our junk food, the ones that she loves. So let's see if I can get some of those for her. Let's put that in it. Look, she knows already. She knows already the good stuff's coming. Yes, you do, don't you? You know the good stuff's coming. Look, the Felix goodie bags. The Felix goodie bags. These are on her wish list, the Amazon wish list. So I bought some of these, again, with the money that you guys sent over. So thank you again for sending the super chats. Right, here we go then. The goodie bag. This one is mixed grill. Right, she can't have too many of these because these do in fact cause some digestive issues because it's full of rubbish. This is like your McDonald's. It's full of rubbish. So she can't have too many. She can only have like a few of those as a treat, and that's what McDonald's should be. Or you know, all your fast food, outlet foods. By all means, enjoy them as a treat, but not as part of your 5 a day. Okay then, so what's my skin looking like now? I think I still need coverage on that bit there. So let me put some more on, because it's not really covered that area that I wanted it to. Right, that's a little bit better. Okay, that's a little bit better. Right. Yes, Miss Mary's outfit. And right, hold on, let's have a look. Miss Mary is sleepy. She's got her coat on that you guys bought with the super chats that you sent before. So can you remember I said you bought her with the money that you guys sent me the last time you made it rain? I bought these 2 huge bags of premium cat food. I bought her this fabulous coat that she's wearing right now. Adam. This fabulous coat that she's wearing right now, look. Can you see? And look, with the little legs coming through. And I can't remember what else I bought. But I think the previous time I'd bought a box of those Felix, it's called a snack box. And I bought, did I buy those? No, somebody had sent us those. Somebody had sent us those from her Amazon wish list. So thank you. It was done anonymously. So thank you, whoever that was. Right, Sarah says, well, I used to wear some between ages 18 to about 26. Less and less and less as I got closer to 26, but it wasn't anything like proper makeup, and definitely not anything like what's going on today. Yeah, the kids look great. The kids look great. I'm saying kids, I mean anyone under 35. The kids look great. I'm not saying I don't like what they're doing. What I'm saying is that that's not the way we used to do it. We used to do our foundation first, and then because we're not putting a huge amount of makeup on, because this is going to be a natural K-drama, K-beauty look. So in order to achieve this, what I need to do now is put on my eye primer. So let me quickly put that on. I have explained this before. I have hooded eyes. So I will not put makeup on all the way up my eyes, because when they're hooded, you just see that bit and you don't see anything else. So what I try and do is I try and make it so that my eyes go, the impact is going along that side, so that it brings this into more focus. Does that make sense? Let me show you again, look. So when I'm putting on my eye primer, I'm not going to put it all the way up my eye, because I'm not going to be putting my makeup all the way up my eye. So instead, I put this on, and this is so that whatever eye makeup I put on will set nicely and won't crease, because again, we've spoken just a moment ago about the fact that as a woman of colour, you know, I'm mixed race. My dad's from St Lucia in the Caribbean, and my mum's from Nottingham in the UK. So as such, I'm mixed race, biracial, whatever it is that you name it, but it means that I've got the combination skin. And that means that my skin is oily along here, along here, and along here. And that means that my eye makeup is prone to disappearing on me if I don't put on a primer. So my intention is not to be to put my eye makeup all the way up. Instead, the intention is to do it so it's this way. But here's the thing, it's going to look natural. You're going to see that I'll be looking improved, massively improved, but it's not going to look like I'm caked in makeup. And that's the beauty of the K drama version of K beauty. It's about looking natural and fabulous. The cat has gone and sat on my seat again. Okay then, so I'm wearing my red today, and as such I think I will go in with pinks and purples. So I'm going to first of all start, let's see what I've got. Have you guys seen this product before? I got this from Mally on QVC, and it's a silicone. Instead of having the translucent powder, you know, like the pressed powders, this is silicone, and you'd use it like the pressed powder. This finishes this. This is so good at getting the Korean glass skin, because it finishes your skin off like it looks poreless. But I cannot find my, I'm not sure if I could do it with a kabuki brush or not, so I'm not going to attempt it today. But this is a silicone, I say, this one's from Mally. I don't know if any of you've got access to Mally, but what you're looking for is a silicone press, a replacement. Instead of the pressed powder, it's the silicone finish. What is this one called? The Evercolour Poreless Face Defender. That's from Mally Beauty. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go with the pinks. Right. I put my blush right here. Why? Because it's the new look. Yes, all the kids are doing it, but if you think about it, it looks so much more forgiving on women of an age, but also women with hooded eyes. Because remember, I said to you before, I'm going to make the impact be here rather than here. And same with the blush. You see, we know already I've got my dad's cheekbones, so I have incredible cheekbones. Listen to me, I've got incredible cheekbones. Now, if I put blusher here, it's not doing my makeup as much justice as the new way that the kids do it. So I'm going to first of all use my La Roque Pro bakery box, and what I always tend to do is I use these. I think they're supposed to be eyeshadows, whatever it's supposed to be. This is what I'm doing with it. I'm going to first of all go in and find more of the pinks, and I will dip that into all four. Can you see? Dip it into all four and then apply here. Okay, can you see that colour's been deposited? Right. This helps your skin go like that. It's like a natural facelift. A natural brow lift, sorry. So I've done that with the first one. Then the second one I do is with a normal pink, and this is a powder pink blush. I'm using powder especially today because I've not got my primer. I've not put my primer on. So then I move that down just a little bit further down onto my cheekbones so that the colours, can you see? I'm not sure if you can see with that light. Can you see it? I don't know if you can. But what the colour is supposed to do is supposed to be almost like ombre effect. So there was more colour up here that was coming down into my cheek. And then the last thing I do is I get my big brush, and these are the highlighters. I'm going to use more of the pink one. So, oh, that's brilliant. So Purple Bellflower saying that she can see it. So I put those, and I do it like that, where it's just over my eyes, because that way with the big brush, it's going to get to here. It's not going to get here, it's going to get here. So can you see that that's not a full-on highlighter? Let me show you a full-on highlighter. This is one that I found the other day. Oh my goodness. Right. Be Perfect, the Polar Vortex range. Look at that for a highlighter. So that is more of a highlighter than these. I think these are more like a glitter powder. Can you see the difference? You can see how that is picking up the light so much more effectively than the pink that I've just applied. So this, in fact, I'm going to use a bit of this on the eyes, but I'll show you that in a moment. Right, let's have a look. Manjaro journey with Pam's on. Oh my gosh, I'm catching Joe. Yay. Now be a fantastic day. Pammy, Whammy, I love you. And I tell you what, I'm looking forward to seeing your interview with the fabulous Downsizing Diva. Is it going on as a premiere tomorrow? It's going to be on a premiere on the Downsizing Diva's channel on Friday. She interviewed the MLB the week before that was available as well. So go and check that out. You know what I'm like. I'll put the links in the video description. Speaking of which, if you're a content creator, do hashtag sleep, and that will show your content. What am I trying to say? Your channel. It's going to show your channel. And then, of course, I'll pop it in the link. Right. I'm going to try something cheeky now. I bought something off Temu the other day. And I don't think it's very good. But I'm going to see if it gets better with a different brush. So, let me first of all get my different brushes. I think I'm going to go with this one. No, I'm going to go with this one. I don't know what my brushes are called. I'm not that into makeup that I know what my brushes are called. But it's that one. Right? Someone would tell me in the chat if anyone knows. Now, when I use this, and you know, like you try and do like the influencers do. Hey, Sister Z! Hey! Sister Z, idiosyncratic girls here. Right, so I bought this from Temu. This cost me something like £3. Look, lovely colours, lovely colours. Now, I usually use products like the Morphe range, the Urban Decay. I love Urban Decay. Loraque's got some good ones. Sleek. Oh my goodness, let me show you Sleek. She says, where's my Sleek set? Here it is. Let me show you these for colours. Can you see? Now, the difference in pigmentation. Okay. So if I hold those up, you can see the colours. But you can see one set's so much more intense. Right? But because for a natural look, I don't need it to be intense. So when I try and do that thing that the influencers do, where they do that, they put some on their finger and they go like that and they show the colour. But when I do that, look, now I'm going to do it with a blue, a navy blue. You'd think navy blue, that's going to show up something fierce. It barely shows, it barely resonates. So, that's because it's cheap. So, you know, if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. That's what my mama used to say to us. But I am going to see if this actually works for this look. So I'm going with, it's a natural look, so it doesn't need a lot of pigmentation. It doesn't need a lot of anything. I'm going to use it to see if it comes out, and I'm going to go with that one there. Can you see? So that's a pink, and it's just supposed to lightly kiss my my lids. Okay, so I'm using this brush. There's depositing more on there, and I tell you what, it's not actually that bad. It's not actually that bad. Okay, so my £3 did not go in vain. Okay, so let's see, was that Tracy? Bye, Tracy. So put that on both eyes. Okay. So can you see? It's the barest of colour. Can you see that one? Bellflower, can you see that one? It's the barest of colour. In the K-Beauty, they're big fans of rose colour. Some of us can get away with rose colour, some of us look like we've got pink eye. And I think you know which one I am. It's very neutral, that's it, Mel B. I'm looking for a neutral look that just has a slight hint of fabulousness. So I went for the dark pink there, but just so that it deposited enough for it to look neutral. Okay, so again, that one has not been wasted. Then what I do is I go back to my Lorac Pro Box and I'm going to go with that pink there. So it's got a bit of glitter in there, but it's going to deposit nicely. She says, she hopes. Right, so I'll get this brush now. Again, I don't know what these are called. Does it say? I can't even see what it says. Look, it's that brush. I don't know what it's called, but I like it. So I'm going to just put a little bit of that pink on there. And I'm going to put this on the insides of my eyes so that it goes that way up like that. Okay, and this should then deposit just a little bit of pink, but with more of the highlight. Can you see? So it's still looking natural, but there's a little bit more highlight just there. Okay, so I've done that. And then what I do, this is the, oh, I also said I was going to put some of this highlighter on. Right, I'm going to be very, very delicate with this because this Be Perfect is such a potent product that I'm going to put just the very tip of my finger in to deposit it like that, just above. Okay, can you see it? Okay, let me just blend those all in now. Nicely blend those in. Look, it's a very neutral nude colour without looking like pink eye. Right, here's the next thing I do. I'm not going to put mascara on today. The reason why I'm not going to put mascara on at all is because I've just gone and put contact lenses in. And when I put contact lenses in and mascara the other day, and then I took my makeup off, the mascara got caught into my eyes and then made my eyes really red. And then it looked like my eyes were really red because I'd worn out-of-date contact lenses. When that wasn't the case, it was because I got mascara on. So I'm not going to do anything about making my eyelashes flick up or anything. You know, I did that the other day with the Temu Heated Eyelash Curler, which is a fabulous product. Again, I got this dirt cheap from Temu, and I like it. So, but if you could get them elsewhere, by all means do so. My heart does not belong to Temu. But this is what I've been doing to make my especially with the dexterity of it all, just to make myself look presentable. I'm all about a black felt tip liner. But here's my trick. You know, most people put the liner from the start and along, and if you do a cat eye, you go start, along, and then up. Okay? Remember, my eyes are hooded. And I think they're a bit small. I don't know now if they are a bit small, if it was because I had so much weight on that they seemed small. But what I don't like to do is I don't like to start from the inside with the black liner because I think it makes my eyes look smaller. So what I actually do is I go from the pupil and along, and instead of kicking up, I just take it out. And by taking it out, it sort of like lengthens my eyes. This is a brilliant thing that they do in K-Beauty. So let me try that one right now. Remember, I'm just coming off a flare-up, so my dexterity might not be great. take it out and fill it in. Okay, so one done. Can you see the difference? Look how long my eyes look now just with that one compared to that. Okay, so let me go and do the other one. And take it out rather than up. And then what always happens with me is, you know how they said, well, let them look like sisters. Mine look like they've barely met each other. So one of them is like a third cousin who has not ever met their other cousin before. So I need to make them look more like each other. This one's now thicker. So what I have to do is work really carefully to thicken this one out in order to match it. Okay. So can you see that? That is going to save me from having to do mascara. I won't turn up my lashes because my natural lashes are dark brown, and I just put on a black liner. So when I turn them up, you can see the dark brown against the eyeliner, and that's when you have to put the mascara on. Remember my tip? Did you guys see my tip from before with the mascara wand? Let me see if I can find it in here. Let's see if I can find it in here. When you get your mascara wand, they normally come like this, don't they? You get them and you get them out the tube, and it comes like that. When you get it, bend the wand on the top of the tube so that going forward it comes out like that. Can you see? It also, because it's now bent, the actual wand is picking up all of the mascara from the sides, which is brilliant, because that's the reason why people do that pumping action, trying to get the mascara out. Well, that pumping action will just dry up your mascara. You spent a fortune on your mascara and it lasts for at least less than half of its time because you've dried it up. So this is picking up a whole load of mascara. So if you have done this, then you just need to make sure you spend some time wiping off the excess, because otherwise if you try and if you try and approach your lashes with all of that mascara, you are going to look like a horror show. But then for those of us who've got issues with our dexterity, you could put your elbow on the table and then just let this kiss your lashes. It's so much easier to actually hold and control than it is with the straight one as you're doing that. And because there's always one side that's easier to do than the other. So I can normally do a lash on the right side, but then really struggle to do it on the left. But if you've got it like this, you're just literally kissing the lashes with this new angled mascara wand that's going to do all the work for you. However, as I've said, I'm not going to put mascara on today because I've got the contact lenses in, and the contact lenses, I don't want to have any mascara rush off when I'm cleaning the makeup off. Right, I can see Z's here, my queen. See my queen. We're not worthy. Lovely to see you, Z. It's been ages since I've seen you on a live. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you. I can see Jonathan's here, Carnival Muscle. How you doing, Jonathan? Hope you're okay. Right, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'm going to do the thing now, which is the essence of the K-Beauty look. And this is the secret thing, especially for, you see it a lot in K-pop, but this is the essence of it for women who are wanting that neutral look, but somehow want that magic. Okay, so I'm looking for the product. I've got 3 of them. The one that I want is typically, I can't find it. Hold on. Let me pour this in. I've got this great big bag. Right, one day I will take you up into my dressing room, and show you my full makeup kit. It fits. You know, you may be of an age where you had a nana, grandma, who had a dressing cabinet, a display cabinet full of their china or their silver items. You know, like they'd have a silver coffee set and a silver tea set, or they'd have their china plates in. My makeup collection fills the whole of a display kit, a display cabinet. So this is my smaller kit with there's a shed loads here, but what I've got here is the colours that I would tend to use mainly. Right. So remember I was talking to you before about K-Beauty, and a lot of the colours that they use now is rose. I tend to use more greens, more golds, or more rose gold. So I have this from a green, and it's like a green glitter type powder. This one I got the other day. Look at that, the colour there, but I think that is too much for what I actually need. The product that I'm using right now is this one. It's a pink, and it's called a gel liner rather than a gel pen. But what it does, let me show you on the back of my hand. What it does is it doesn't create a line. Instead, it just deposits a little bit of glitter where I've drawn it. So let me show you the difference. I hope that makes sense, but let me show you the difference to explain why. So this is the new one that I've got. This one very clearly is a line, where the other one you can see is just a hint of glitter. And it's the hint of glitter one that we want. So I also have, hold on, let me see, can I find it? So I also have this gold one, which when I do that, again, just deposits enough for it to catch the light compared to this one, which is very prominent. We're not wanting prominent is what I'm trying to say. I don't recall if you shared that. Okay, so when I was at school, I wanted to be a hair and beauty, so I wanted to do hairdressing, and I wanted to do makeup, and the, what's the word, the beauty therapists. But my mum and dad split up, and my mum said I could live with her, but remember, my mum was actually my stepmom. So I was like, right, well, this is great, because then I could stay with my stepsister. So I stayed with my mum and my stepsister and my little brother as well. But of course, then I thought, well, I don't really want to go to beauty school because it would cost £1,000 for the kit, and I couldn't, and my mum couldn't afford the kit. So instead, I went to do a YTS. I mean, for those of you in the UK, do you remember YTS? I'm really showing my age now. It was a youth training scheme, and I got sent to an hairdresser's and beauty salon, and was doing hairdressing, but I never got to do the beauty. So instead, great question, I not officially learned the beauty from going to school. What I did is I learnt the beauty from all of my friends who went to the beauty class. So oh my goodness, let me tell you this. Before I became unwell, my hands were like a gift from the gods. My hands could work out a knot that was deep in your tissue, deep in the, like, you know where the knots are, and it would work that out. And I'd put a special blend of essential oils together, and I would work on your body, male, female, whatever, to work it out and give you the best massage possible with my, what were very, very good hands. And now I've barely got any grip in my hands, because of the fibromyalgia. So, which is a shame, but I'm hoping it comes back. So great question, MLB. Oh, thank you. And as you say, hopefully when it comes back, hopefully I'll be able to do some YouTube videos of massage techniques. Right. I'm going to tell you, right, one thing. If for those of you who've got partners that ask you to do massage and whatever, I'm going to give you 2 tips. 2 tips right now. The first one is to get an essential oil, a carrier oil, unlike the one that I've just used now, the jojoba. The jojoba will sink in and absorb beautifully. That's not what you want when it's an essential oil for massage. You want something like an almond oil, or yeah, almond oil is great. Avocado oil maybe, coconut oil even. So that's the first tip, because you don't want it to be able to absorb really quickly. Don't go for castor oil, that's too thick. The next great tip, if you're doing a massage for anybody, the tip is never to take your hands off the body. So when you start, you've got enough oil in your hands, you've warmed it up, and you're going to use that, and you're going to do it continuously until the massage is over. The moment you take the hands off, the magic is gone. The magic has gone. I'm telling you, there's many people out there that have had a Joe special. That is a massage, folk. Keep it clean. They've had a Joe special and they've left feeling magnificent. Oh, so Bellflower, you did as well. So Bellflower says, very nice show. I wanted to own my own hair salon as well, but you went in a different direction. That's why I make all my wigs. I make all of my wigs. I style all my wigs. And I used to do people's hair for them. People would come over and get their hair done. And I do all of that. I don't relax my sister's hair anymore, because we've not used relaxer now for at least 8 years. But until I got on well, I used to always be colouring her hair, because my sister, she's getting more grey in her hair, so she likes to have the colours in. So I used to do all of that. Let's have a look. Over on this in the chat. So Jonathan's saying good tip. JC saying hi to everybody. There's the study makeup. Right. Ah, brilliant, brilliant. I think I caught up. Yvette's here. Yvette, another. Right, let me try it again, Callie. Hold on. Let me try it again. In New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of, there's nothing you can't do. No, right, I'm off key. I'm off key, folks. I can't do it. I've been unwell. And it's Alicia Keys. Okay, so this is the pièce de résistance. This is the secret tip to the great K-beauty. And Hardrine said, what was it? Hardrine, you said to me on Saturday, you could not stop looking at me. You could not stop looking at me during our behind the scenes live, wondering what was the magic. This is the magic. Remember, we don't want this, we want this. So you want a gel pen that just deposits glitter rather than it being a glitter pen. And this is what I do, because remember, I've just put my lash eyeliner from the pupil out. So this is where, instead of putting it all the way along, I do from the inside to the other side of the pupil. So it's just to there. Hold on, have I just gone and highlighted my nose? Okay, so can you see the difference in the eyes? This one has the glitter. This one does not. Can you see it? So, let me do that one again. I'm just checking my nose. I think I've got a cat ear in there. So, glitter on the pen again. On the liner, whatever we're calling it. And I'm just putting it to where the pupil is. Can you see? What do you reckon? Do you see a difference? Do you not? Remember that the whole point of this makeup routine is for a neutral, natural K-drama, K-beauty look. So this look should be able to see through the day. What do you think? What do you think? What time is it in the UK? So, so in Pam it's 7:16 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. In the UK, it's 3:15 p.m. GMT. So I'm going to have to get off soon because I want to go and see what Foodie's Vacation's doing. Before I get off though, let me finish my lip colour. I'm going to use a red. I don't tend to do the thing where we line the lips. The only reason why is because my lips are, you know, just talking earlier on about my face being combination skin. My lips tend to be dry anyway. So my lips don't tend to bleed. Not that the lips don't tend to bleed, the lipstick doesn't tend to bleed. I do have lipstick liners, but I just don't tend to use them. So it's a personal choice. I don't tend to use them, but by all means you can use them. I'm not going to use this lipstick because this lipstick is more of a orange lip colour. I want it to be more of a cool lipstick. Right, you may have seen my tip the other day about this, but take a look at my teeth. Yeah, my teeth look ivory, don't they? You know, I've got another tip for you. I was saying to Himani the other day that, oh my goodness, you know, after I did that video and I'd got my ivory teeth, I think they were tea stained because I've been having more teas just recently while I've been unwell. So I was like, oh my goodness, I've shown people how my ivory teeth are turning brighter and whiter, but I've got tea stained teeth. There's a tip to get rid of those stains. Really easy tip. Bicarb of soda. You dip your toothbrush into bicarb of soda first and brush with that before you then attach your, and then you then put toothpaste on your brush. And that bicarb of soda lifts off the staining. Okay, but even with that said, look, you can see my teeth are now ivory, aren't they? Cool red is your best friend if you want your lips to look brighter. Now I said my lips are dry, you know, if they were really crusty, I would use the lip scrub. But I don't think I need the lip scrub today. They're not crusty, they're just dry. So instead, I put this on. And I just draw to my lip line. I don't go over, I don't go under, I just draw to my lip line. Look at the difference in my teeth. Can you see it? If you see it, throw some hearts up for me. Can you see the difference in my teeth just by putting on a cool red? If I'd have put on the warm red, you could wear the raw red. But then what you do is you do that, and then you just apply the cool red where your smile will be, because that's where your teeth are positioned against. It's basic colour theory. Okay, so I've done that, and then the very last thing I'm going to do is, she says, I'm looking for it right now, my old school lip coat. Where is my old school lip coat? I've just seen it. It's because I've put them all out here, look, that's typical, isn't it? Right, I'm looking for my old school lip coat. Whilst I'm looking, let's see what's going off in the chat. Val's here. Val's from the UK as well. Bella's from Alberta in Canada. Bella's a new subscriber. So everyone say hi to Bella. She's also on at the similar journey that we're all on. Not we're all on. You know, we're all on a health journey and a weight loss or health transformation, aren't we? So Bella's on a similar journey, and so it's lovely to see Bella today. Let's have a look. Wow, it's amazing. You can see the difference, can't you, Pammy? So everyone's there. So Val's saying hi to you, Bella. Val, as I say, is in London, and she, like Sister Z and I, we've got Caribbean ancestry. We've got family in the Caribbean. So Val's family is in Antigua. My dad is in St. Lucia, and Sister D's family is in, I know it, it's the sister island. Is it Martinique? Sisters Eve, you're there. Are you in Martinique? Right, the last thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to apply this lip coat. This item is the stuff that our grandmas used to use back in the day, in the 70s, in the 80s, the 90s. You can still find this on Amazon. If you've got a matte lipstick or just a non-gloss lipstick, you can seal your lipstick with this lip coat. And all you do is you just paint it on. And let it dry. Okay, so while that one's drying, the last thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to draw my lashes on, my eyebrows on, sorry, because again I was talking about the dexterity issues. So instead I'm looking for my eyebrow brush. I'm literally just going to brush them out. Hold on, got some hair on there now, look. And I brush them out. And then the last thing I'm going to do is apply, she says, can't find it again. Here it is. The Brow Gel, Brow Getter Fibre Brow Gel. This is from Sleek. You'll see these in all of your beauty stores, whether it's a Sleek brand or it's another brand. It's just it looks like a mascara, but it's got fibres in, and that actually deposits a little bit of extra fibre into your brows. So instead of drawing them on and having that lovely high definition brows, my dexterity is not right for that. So instead I just brush them onto my natural brows, and that has just finished my brows off nicely. And that is my K-Beauty look. It's as simple as that. What do you reckon? Look, can you see? My eyes are looking neutral, yet special. Do I say special? You know, and it's this little bit of glitter that is on there. So if I was wearing more browns, then I would have used my bronze glitter. If I was wearing more of the greens, then I would have put the gold glitter pen in that green, you know, the green glitter powder. I'd have just done that. But because I've gone for more of the neutral rose, then I've used my pink one. So that's it. It's as simple as that. Today I've gone and attached my Sibio Continuous Glucose Monitor. I've put in my contact lenses, and I've put my makeup on much easier this time because I've got the contact lenses on rather than keep trying to take off my glasses. Oh, I love that, Melby. Melby's saying, looking cute. I'm naming that the Joe Beauty look. It's been coined now, the Joe Beauty look. Thank you, folks. Thank you all for watching. If you want to watch somebody else on now, you can go over to Foodie's Vacation. She does a daily catch-up where she chats with everybody on the cruising community. And I think today is it Tip Thursday? So Cruise Tip Thursday. So check out Foodie's Vacation. You will see the link for that in the chat. For those of you content creators, just send your link, do #sleep, and I will attach your link in the video description. But until then, I will see you all soon. Have a great day, everybody. Pammy, I hope you're getting a good breakfast in. Enjoy the day, folks. Take care. Or what do I say? What do I say? I forgot what I say. So I go, say sleep well, slim down, and I'll see you next time. Do 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 do. Bye, folks.